I'm literally sharing all my secrets with you. This is how I trick people into thinking that I have perfectly natural, beautiful skin when nobody does. So makeup is our best friend. And this makeup look is honestly perfect for like college or school or work, maybe the gym, just to give you that little bit of confidence. This is a tutorial on how we're going to trick everybody into thinking that we woke up like this. So starting with clean skin, our first step is of course some sun cream. And I really hope that you're all wearing sun cream every single day. I absolutely love this one because it's super light, it doesn't mess up the makeup, and it also doesn't like gather on the skin. Sun cream also doesn't get oily on my skin, which I absolutely adore. So next up, it's time to conceal these very dark under eyes. Just any like darkness discoloration you might have on the skin. For me, it's like around my nose here gets a bit red and also just a bit dull, my chin, and of course the under eyes. Now, if you want full coverage, you can go with foundation, you can go with some skin tints, or maybe some full coverage concealer. But for myself, I want it to look like I'm literally not wearing any makeup and I just woke up like this. So I'm going to pick some of my like really light coverage concealers. And two that I absolutely love are, first of all, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, and also the Bye Bye Dark Spots concealer from IT Cosmetics. So I apply this to the inner corner of the eyes, and this is really the only place that you actually need this for under your eyes because the darkness comes from the inner corner, so you want to like pack that in there. I have a teeny bit of redness right here, also around my nose and my chin. Now for me, this is absolutely perfect, and I feel like this is the only bit of coverage that I need. But again, if you feel like you need a bit more, then of course go ahead and apply a bit more concealer. Now the key to melting this into the skin is using your fingers. Like, your fingers are probably your best tools, and that's because they warm up and they push the product into the skin, and it just makes it look really natural. So next up, I like to add a lot of warmth to the skin because I do love that kind of sun-kissed look. And we're applying this where the sun would naturally hit our face and tan us so that it looks like we were naturally sun-kissed. So when the sun hits you, it hits you across your forehead, on the tops of your cheekbones, across the nose, and also on your chin. Now moving on, it's time to add some colour back to the skin, and of course I'm using my Flormar blush. Now for blush, we're going a bit neutral but also having a hint of pink, and I think the shade That's Rosewood from Flormar is like the perfect natural kind of flush shade. And I'm applying this across the cheekbones and also just adding whatever's left on the brush to my nose, just again for that kind of natural flush to the skin. Now, if you're like me and you get a bit oily in your T-zone throughout the day, it is good to set down your T-zone with powder. So I just use a tiny fluffy brush, and I also have been loving this Kiko powder. This is the Radiant Fusion Baked Powder. It's super light, doesn't add a lot of coverage, and it just sets down the areas that's needed. Now, if you're someone that likes to fill in your brows, then by all means go ahead and do that. But I just need a bit of brow gel just to shape them a bit more because, as you can see, I've got a lot of hair in my brows. So I'm using my Flormar Tinted Brow Gel. I absolutely love this. It coats every single hair, and I feel like the colour is really natural as well. And I like to kind of use it almost like a pencil when it comes to the art, because that's where I need a small bit more pigment. And that is absolutely perfect for me. Just using a brown liner, I just go over the areas where I have freckles, and then with my finger, I will just blend them in to make sure they're not too harsh. And I will also go over my deeper beauty spots. The one thing that's going to make it look like you're wearing makeup is if you wear mascara. So what you can do, and what I like to do, is just use some clear brow gel, and I just put that on my lashes. It defines them and makes them look wet and dark, but it doesn't give that kind of clumpy mascara look. I don't know if you can see that difference there, but in person they definitely look a lot more separated and just like groomed in a way. And a little tip, if you are someone that does like wearing mascara and you just can't give it up, then put on your clear mascara first, then grab your regular mascara and put that on top really lightly, and it'll just sit on the clear mascara and it won't get clumpy. This is the Precision Mascara from Flormar. I absolutely love this. And again, it catches every single hair. But as you can see, it looks really separated, almost like I just got my lashes lifted and tinted. And just to finish up the face, you can go with a bit of gloss, but I like defining the outer part of my lips with some lip liner. And MAC Whirl is like my lip colour, but better. So this is also a really good like back to school or back to college or work look when you don't want to put in too much effort in the morning but you want to look and feel a bit more confident. So yeah, now it's your turn to trick everyone that you meet too.